Breaking developments tonight in Operation Epic Fury. The Wall Street Journal is now reporting that Iran has fired ballistic missiles at the U.S.-British military installation known as Diego Garcia, one of America's most strategically vital bases in the Indian Ocean. Iran is calling it a show of force, a demonstration of reach. But here's what we know right now. The base was not hit. And that's not the only story here. Just weeks ago, Iran's own foreign minister told the world their missiles travel no more than 2,000 kilometers, roughly 1,200 miles. Tonight's launch? Twice that distance. For years, Iran concealed its ballistic missile program behind what it called a civilian satellite launch initiative. We're putting satellites into space, they said. Intelligence officials and members of Congress never bought it. And tonight, they've been proven right. 3 weeks into this war, Iran is still firing. Still capable. The drumbeat hasn't stopped. Fox News correspondent Lucas Tomlinson is on the ground in Dubai with the latest. Lucas, set the scene for us. Iran has launched over 2,000 drones and ballistic missiles at the UAE alone. That's more than twice the number fired at Israel. Every day, your phone buzzes with a missile alert, not a weather warning, a war warning. The UAE sits just 45 miles from Iran at its closest point, and yet Emirati officials say they're intercepting the vast majority of incoming threats, thanks in large part to a $4.5 billion THAAD missile defense system. One drone slipped through, crossing the entire Arabian Peninsula before striking an oil refinery in Saudi Arabia on the Red Sea coast. Dubai, normally the Las Vegas of the Middle East with LA weather, is unrecognizable right now. When our team arrived 3 weeks ago, hotels were 60% occupied. Today, 7%. 16 hotels in Dubai have shut their doors. The Palm, one of the most photographed man-made islands on Earth, feels like a ghost town. Atlantis, Sofitel, empty. Over 60,000 Americans have evacuated the region. Daily flights have dropped from 500 to 300. Schools are virtual, streets are quiet. Even during Eid, one of the most joyous celebrations in the Islamic world, the mood is somber. Here's why this war hits home even if you've never set foot in the Middle East. The Strait of Hormuz controls roughly 20% of the world's oil supply. It is effectively closed. Analysts are warning that oil could surge to $180 a barrel if the conflict continues. You're already feeling it at the pump, and jet fuel prices climbing fast. Saudi Arabia is scrambling to reroute oil shipments. The UAE has pledged to continue investing $1.4 trillion in the United States, a signal that Gulf alliances with Washington remain intact. But the financial clock is ticking. President Trump says military objectives are being met and that the war could wind down soon. But could is doing a lot of work in that sentence. There's pressure from Gulf states to stop, but there's also pressure from military commanders who want Iran's missile and drone infrastructure completely destroyed, not just degraded. Iran still has capability. Attacks are down, but they haven't stopped. Tonight, the question isn't just what Iran fired, it's what they still have left.